Hello everyone, today our topic is how to add Xero contacts in Notion database. So here my objective is that whenever a new contact is added in Xero, then automatically I want to add these contact details in Notion database. So for that I have to build a connection between Xero and Notion. So for building this connection, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing software for automation and integration. In Pabbly Connect, I'm going to use trigger and action. In trigger application, I'm going to use Xero. In action application, I'm going to use Notion. So how I'm going to build this connection? For that, let me take you to my computer screen. I hope all you can see my computer screen. And today we are going to build a connection between Xero and Notion. So here, I want to create a backup of Xero contacts and I want to sync my Xero contacts with Notion. So here my objective is that whenever a new contact is added in Xero, then automatically I want to add these contact details in Notion database. So whenever a new contact will be added in Xero, then automatically that contact will be added in my Notion database. So for this, I have to build a connection between Xero and Notion, and for that I will open a new tab and search for pabbly.com, and this will take us to this landing page of Pabbly. Here we have two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you don't have any account with Pabbly, you can just sign up for free and it will take only 2 minutes of your time and you will get 100 of tasks free every month. Or if you already have an account, you can just sign in and you will get to see this page. So these are all the apps that Pabbly offers and we are going to use Pabbly Connect here. For that, I'm going to click here on Access Now button under Pabbly Connect and this will direct us to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here, this is the workflow section and we can see all the workflows that we will create here. And this is the folder section. We can create new folder here and we can save any workflow in any particular folder that we want. Now I want to create new workflow. For that I have to click here on this create workflow button and this window will pop up. Here I have to name my workflow. So I'm going to name it as my objective, which is to add Xero contact in Notion database. And I'm going to select the folder where I want to save my workflow. So I'm going to open this tab and I'm going to select home here and I will click on create. And this will take us to this most important window of our workflow. Here we have two boxes, trigger and action. So these are the two main principles on which our workflow works on. And trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So trigger is going to be the first step that will get executed in our workflow and action will just follow that. So we need to set up our trigger first and here my trigger application will be Xero. So I'm going to select Xero here and I have to give a trigger event. So I'm going to open this tab. And new contact will be my trigger event. So I'm going to select this and I have to connect Xero with Pabbly Connect. So I'll click here on connect. I will click on add new connection and I will click on connect with Xero. So here I have already logged in into Xero account in my browser. So it has detected that. Now what I need to do is I need to scroll down and I will click on allow access. And here my connection is successful. Now here I have to select my organization. So I'm going to open this tab and in this tab you will find all the organizations that you have in your Xero account. I only have one, so it is already selected. Now what I need to do is I need to go back to Xero and I have to create a new contact. So for that I will go to contacts and I will click on all contacts and here I will add a new contact. So I'll click here on this new contact and now I have all these details to create a new contact. Now here I'm going to fill the contact details. So the name of my contact will be test contact and I have to give an account number. So my account number will be a unique account number that can help me to identify my contact. So I will give a random account number. So this is going to be my account number. Now I have to give the primary person. So my first name will be test, last name will be contact and I have to give an email. So my email will be testcontact@pabblytudes.com and I will scroll down. And I will give a random phone number. So first I have to give a country code. So my country code is for India and I will give the number. So this is a random mobile number. So I have added my number here. Now I have these other details of the addresses and financial details. If you want to fill all these details, you can do that. But I'm just going to leave all this here. And here I have the basic contact details. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on save and close. And I have created this new contact in Xero. So my contact name is test contact and email is testcontact@pabblytudes.com. This is the account number and this is the phone number. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect And here I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request button. And here we can see we have received this new response. So in the response, we have the contact name, which is test contact. We have this email address, which is testcontact@pabblytudes.com. And we have this contact status, which is active. And this is my account number. So this is the unique ID of my contact. And we also have this phone number with the country code. So I got all these details of my contact. But if you don't get these details instantly, then don't worry. This is a polling based response. So what is going to happen here is that if you don't get this response instantly, then you have to wait for the 8 hours. And in every 8 hours, Xero will send the details of the new contacts automatically to Pabbly Connect. And you will get the data in every 8 hours. And if you want to reduce this polling time, then what you need to do is you need to contact the Pabbly support team so that you can reduce your polling time. So I got all these details of my contact. Now what I need to do is I need to add these contact details automatically in my Notion database. So for that, I have to set up my actions tab. So I'm going to open this tab. And here I'm going to search for my action application, which is Notion. So I'm going to select Notion here. And I have to give an action event. So I'm going to open this tab, and create database item will be my action event. So I'm going to select this. And I will connect Notion with Pabbly Connect. So I'll click here on Connect. I will click on Add New Connection. And I will connect with Notion. I will scroll down and I will click on Select Pages. And here I have to select the pages that I want to use. And I'm selecting all the pages here. So my pages are already selected. Now I'm going to click on Allow Access. And my connection here is successful. Now first what I need to do is I need to select my database. So for that I have to go back to Notion. And in Notion we have all these pages and we are using this Xero contact page. And we are also using this same database which is named as Xero contacts. And in this database we have these columns which is name, email, mobile number and the account number. And what we are going to do is we are going to add the details of the new contact in these columns. So for that I have to go back to Pabbly Connect. And here I have to select my database. So for selecting the database, you have to open this tab. And in this tab, you will find all the databases that are connected with your Notion account. So I'm going to use this database of Xero contacts. So I'm going to select this. And I have all these columns details. So I have email, account number, mobile number, and name. Now what I need to do is I need to fill all these details with the contact details that I've created in Xero. So I'm going to map those details here. And I'm going to use mapping. So what mapping is a technique through which I can retrieve the data from the previous tabs, and the data that is changing will get replaced with the new data in the real time. So for mapping, I'm going to click here. I will open this response of Xero. And in this, I have this email address. So I'm going to map this. Similarly, I have to map the account number. So I'm going to click here. I will open this response of Xero again. And we have this unique account number. So I'm going to map this. Now I need the mobile number. So I'm going to click here. I will open this response of Xero. And first I'm going to map the country code. Then I will give the phone number. So I'm going to map this. Now I need the name of my contact. So I'll click here. I will open this response. And this is the name of my contact. So I'm going to map this. And I have this contained section. So this is a hidden tab that we will find in my Notion database. And in this tab, what I'm going to do is I'm going to map the status of my contact. So I'm going to click here. I will open this response of Xero. And this is the status of my contact, which is active. So I'm going to map this. And I have filled all my details here. Now what I need to do is I need to click on Save and Send Test Request button. And here we have received this new response. So this is a positive response, and this means that I have added a new row in my Notion database with the details of the Xero contacts. Now to check this, let me take you back to Notion. And in this we can see we have created this new row automatically in my Notion database. So the name of my contact is test contact, email is testcontact@pabblytudes.com, and we have this random mobile number and the random account number. Now I'm going to open this side peek. And in this we have the status of our contact, which is active. Now I'm going to close this. And here we can see I have added this row automatically in my Notion database with the details of the new contact that we have created in our Xero account. So here my connection between Xero and Notion database is working successfully, that whenever I will add a new contact in Xero, that automatically that contact details will be added in my Notion database. Now we'll go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we have built this connection between Xero and Notion in such a way that whenever a new contact is added in Xero, then automatically that data will be synced with Notion database, and we will add that contact details in our Notion database as a new row. So let's summarize what we did here. So first I have set up my trigger, and my trigger application was Xero, and my trigger event was new contact. Then I have set up my actions tab, and my action application was Notion, and my action event was create database item. So this is how I have successfully created this workflow, and you can also create this workflow by following all the steps that I did in my workflow. And I'm also going to put the link of my workflow in the description so you can check it out from there. And thank you for watching this video. Not just these applications, you can automate and integrate a lot more applications like this using Pabbly Connect. If you need any help or if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can post them at forum.pabbly.com, or if you have any issue with the pricing of Pabbly, you can connect on this link. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.